Yeah, let's do that one. Mm, okay, let me try this one. Mic check, mic check. I think I got that one. Okay, so let's bring that down. There we go. I'm not gonna even stay long, you guys. I'm not staying long. Nope. Hi, Lisa.
His daughter. And in my mind, I'm thinking, everybody want to say it's black women, it's black women. We with the agenda, we pushing it. Nah, it seemed like it's some of these notable black men that's out here that's with it, that's pushing it too. I'm just, this is just observation. God knows I don't want no smoke with nobody. I'm just I'm just giving my own opinion based off of what I saw, right? And at no point, right? Like, how are you defending, right, this child? Because if you ask me, in my mind, and I'm just speaking from someone being, a survivor, right, of sexual abuse, a young child, right, that this child is being exploited, right? Because first of all, I'm a woman, I'm a mother. Y'all know I've been through a lot. Like, I don't even want a man looking at my son like he a woman. That's just I don't know if it's some alpha female. I don't know. We just being honest here. We just being honest here. There's not no hate. And y'all know I love my children, all of them. If I could just vent and be honest for a minute, because sometimes in this world people don't want you to be honest about how you feeling. Like, everybody feelings or whatever is supposed to matter more than yours. Like, you don't have a right to have a feeling. I'm a mama, right? That's just me, right? That's just me. And if you my child and then you my house, right? You're not gonna do none of that. When you become an adult, guess what? At some point, I gotta come to terms with it, right? And I have to learn to respect your decisions as an adult, because you are an adult and you got the right to live your life however you want to. Because then that's when my other mind comes in, and I'm like, okay, my job was to give you life, right? Not live your life for you. God chose me to be your mama, and I'm your mama. Word says that he loves us like we love our own children. And I know how I love my children. And I know God done seen me through a whole lot. And that's my baby. And I'm riding with my baby. We gonna ride till the wheels fall off. But at the end of the day, right, when we deal with reality, right, as a mother in my household, and you are a child, right, then there are certain rules that you have to obey. And then there are certain things, like, we don't want to, no, not do we don't want to exploit you, nor do we want you turned on to anything sexual before it's your time, right? We don't want you to get too far gone, because our job as parents, right, is to protect you, right, from how cruel this world can be. Like, I honestly believe there are predators just waiting on the sideline. Ooh, y'all talk about them all the time. Y'all talk about them all the time. Huh? We know the history. We know what's going on. And we have an opinion. How is Gilbert Arenas' defense that Kwame?
You know what? I'm just gonna say this for our Saturday ladies' night show. The streams is having problems tonight. I don't know why. I know that it's a bunch of snow coming down out there. Lisa, thank you for popping in, but other than that, I think I'm just tired. I think I need to sleep today off. So, how you doing today? How are you doing? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that since I plan on coming on tomorrow and it's already 10:30, so I'll just hi Renee, hi. Maybe I'm just out of it. Maybe I'm just tired. Can't get it together. But so, my apologies. It just keeps crashing for some reason. It just keeps crashing, and it's like just when I have everything to put together over there, and I don't know why. I sent the message up, but I have to go back and read the message on that one live, and then I'll delete it, and I'll just have to keep starting it, till I get it perfect. But I don't know. I don't know if it's the snow. We're really getting some snow coming down now. I knew it's gonna come, but so that could be some interference. I don't know. So I was like, well, let me jump over here to be like, I apologize. I know people are trying to probably go to bed and stuff out there, but I really want to talk about it. I really want to talk about it. I want to hear the opinions, on a lot of stuff. I'm even curious about how many people that be out here and like they sit in these chats, right? And whatever the subject is about, right? Does I wonder if it, just plays it in their hand, like, oh, just for a second, Native. I don't know if it's the snows. We in a snowstorm right now. It's getting hit pretty hard. So I don't know what it is, Native, or I think that I'm just burnt out for today. I'm just literally tired. So I'm in here. Yeah, you getting some of that too, huh, girl? So I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, but I do want to talk about it. I am going to get the video to play. I'm not going to stop until, I can say, okay, I can perfect this screen right now. I know Beauty probably say I was hitting the buttons, but I wasn't hitting the buttons today. I obey. I obey sometimes. So it wasn't the buttons, but I got to go back and see what that message was, because the message will come up with some LL.66, and I got to go Google and see what all of that actually meant to cause it to drop like that. What was it, 3 times? Like literally 3 times. I've been sitting here probably for about a good hour and a half trying to, okay, get this together. And then the minute I want to come on, it's like, boom, it crashes. But I find it being an interesting topic, ladies, because I people just not gonna raise their hand and be like, well, that's me, that's me, that's me. I wanna seriously, do a panel. I seriously want to engage. I want to know, like, there's people out there that literally, allow their children to see a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. There's parents out there that allow your children to, go have sleepovers and things like that. There's a lot of parents, and I'm sure they're right out here in in the community, in the black community, right? And they'll, in order for it to be effective, it's like, stand up, tell us. I want to know, like, why, instead of hearing, what, it's a free world, it's a free country, I can do what I want to do, or things like that. But how do you have a fight? How do you have a fight when we're already sectioned off? We're already gone. We're already sectioned off. So I was like, well, how much more do we talk about it? It's obviously you got a lot of people that is not turning a blind eye, to what's going on, because they feel that it is affecting a lot of our out of our younger boys growing into older men, how, but like I said, I want, I God, I can't keep talking about it, because then I'll be really getting into it, and I'm just gonna hold it. But it takes us all the way to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, because he ended up with one of his children living in the type of world that a lot of these people talk about. How did it come about? Why is it being injected into the atmosphere amongst humanity the way it is? What's the special privilege about it? What is the special privilege about it? How is your government was able to push this in effect? You know what I mean? So I seen the Obamas, in church. I saw one episode with Obama and Oprah sitting together. Like I'm wondering if it was the T.D. Jakes church, right? I think it might have been that. Don't quote me and don't hold me on it. I know it was Oprah for sure, right? But Oprah is part of probably endorsing or sponsoring some of that movement of what most of the black community is speaking about, right? So I sit there, and then like I said, this is why I say, like, oh, you know what, you got, don't let this stuff get in your head. But it crosses my mind, sometime. And I saw Oprah sitting in the TD Jakes church on TV one day, but she supports all of these things, right? But she's in church. So I'm like, okay, well, where's the balance? So so I'm looking at T.D. Jakes. He's on the stage, walking back and forth like he do. Like, not to talk about it, but he does remind me of the Brown guy. What's his name with the gospel singing lady? Wear all the Mitchy Matchy clothes or something. Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown. He T.D. Jakes standing up there, and he's speaking all of this Bible stuff, right? And I'm watching Oprah sit right there, and I'm pretty sure she's endorsing and sponsoring. I've seen her with pictures alongside, the Obamas, and probably invited when he got elected into the presidential seat. But like, we're looking at all of this play out in front of our face, but it is, what can you say? What can you do? How do you fight that? Like, Oprah, what you doing up in here? T.D. Jakes, why aren't you touching on the part where this is abomination, or you can't do this, or you know what I'm saying? But do you think that Oprah would have gave a crap about that? No. Oprah's gonna keep doing her belief, and you can't stop a person's belief. So David Mann, I know that's his TV name, right? Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is his TV name. So it's just, sometimes it just feels weird to me, because in order to make these changes, you really have to fight a lot of people. But aren't we too far gone now? There is some parents that, if a child comes up to them at 12 or 10, like we have seen, there's plenty episodes out there, there's plenty TV shows on it where the parent will tell you, or some of your black celebrities, what was her name, Gabrielle Union, didn't she have somebody, David, wait, somebody, all these people, I don't want to call the names, or the other basketball star, who was acute, who allegedly was supposed to be HIV positive. What was his son name? Oh God. See, I'm not a big celebrity kind of thing, yeah. But like, how do you it's an unstoppable cause, but how do you deal with a child, your child, at 9, 10 years old, coming up to you that, they feel like that they were born to be a girl, or vice versa. The girl was born, knew that they should have been a boy, and but the parent helps them along. You know what I mean? Oh, start dressing them as a boy and things like that. Like, how do you stop that? How do you? It's like it's an unstoppable cause. It's an unstoppable cause. But I really, really wanted you guys to hear her show. And like I say, it just kind of touched on me today, and I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to save it for Saturday. But in case you do want to hear it before Saturday, she's up under, what's her name again? The Angela Stanton King Show. But it was one important part in there that she spoke on that, I was like, now there you go, sister. Now you're talking, right? Because she's saying that it's one thing for a lot of bloggers that speaks on it, right? You speak on it day in and day out. But then she says that, well, what kind of freaking movement? Because 9 times out of 10, the bloggers that you're hearing speaking on it, and a lot of them that will tell you, well, this is what you should do. This is what we need to be doing. This is what we need to be doing. And she said that there's nothing that's gonna get done with a lot of this being done, and sitting on a screen in your chair. And I was like, well, you there, bingo. So how do you pick your leaders? How do you pick them? How? Especially off of, with the YouTube thing. I totally acknowledge and put a lot of respect on a lot of people for putting the energy into the getting the word out and trying to make the change from the position that a person is in. But it's like, she's basically like, you got to get up and go start that freaking movement, but it has to be captured by a lot of people that is in the belief and have those morals that you have. But how balanced will the fight be? It's not going to balance. You got half of the world, the genocide, it believes in that now. It's okay for them now to wear wigs. It's okay for them now to wear earrings and do sex changes and things. How do you fight it? How? So it's like, are we just gonna be this one-sided world where we'll just talk about it, and hopefully we can get through a lot of people on throughout the Bible. It's wrong, but the people that is not within the Bible structure, the biblical structure, they're telling the people that is in the biblical structure that, no, you're wrong. God said we can do this, or God said and he's still going to love us. So where's the right and where's the wrong? Where's the check and balance in this? There's never going to be any. I'm only going to be a second, Shannon. My stream that I literally have set up. It's like the more I try to perfect it, and then when I think I'm like, okay, I'm at a different level. Okay, Shannon, I got it, right? I can know how to pop my I've been sitting here now about 2 hours, right? And it just keeps crashing on me. And I don't know why. It's sending me a code, but I gotta look the code up to see what's going on. But I do know that it is snowing very hard, but I don't know if that would have anything to do with my stream. I love my Streamlabs. Streamlabs is a little bit more technical than StreamYard. A little bit more technical. It allows you to do a whole lot of more things to it. So then I'm thinking, well, should I take my Zoom and switch it over to like a webinar? But I like to keep Zoom simple, but I think Saturday, because I'm off Saturday, I'll sit here. I'm going to make sure I'm going to run it. I'm going to run a tester. I'm going to run a tester. And I'm going to run a tester. I really want us to see the video, and I really want us to elaborate on that video. I really want people to put honest opinions in, whether do you think that this is something that eventually in the next 100 years is going to change, or do you just go on and continue living and minding your business? Because the majority of we are the people just mind their business now. because people don't want those problems. And you know, once you open up that type of problems, it can bring some problems to you. So, you know, I don't know, but like I was saying before the live shut down, you know, I had decided, like when I did you do those 2 years down there, and you get to reading those books and learning what's what, and you know, looking into this whole world, the aspect of the world, and things, especially coming from behind what the seed that Martin Luther King had planted out here for everybody to become, you know, one under one nation, right? Of saying treat people with respect, dignity, all of this stuff. Lisa said she was on the phone. So, but yet then, you know, the life went on after Martin Luther King, and you started getting all of these different administrations into office with different views, different values. So, and their views and their values are going to meet the standards of at least a fourth of your country, and then the other fourth of the country is this way, the other fourth of the country is that way. So, I'll never see check and balance in here, because we were now told that, you know, you live how you want, you know, be who you want. It is what it is. But my commentary was to bring in, and you know, with with parenting, you know, I know nobody's gonna raise their hand to it, but I was just wondering if we actually had some community people that do have a child, that did the child, you know, come to you and say, well, hey mom, you know, I'm ready to be this away, or you know, dad, I think I was born to be this way, and how did you accept it? I would really like to know someone that was in that position, you know, one on one, instead of just hearing around, because it will give me a better understanding. But we have our other parenthood out here where we know a lot of stuff is going on. So now we're at this time in our life where you have to tell your 8-year old, no, you can't go spend a night. I know when I started growing up, my parents were like that, but they would still allow us to go here and there, with meeting the mom and the dad in of that household and knowing the children and stuff, right? But now we're at this point where we can't allow them to go. Coda never, Coda ain't going. You know, Coda's not going. I was like that with my first two, because you know, you think about it, you're letting your child go over to your best friend, you know, Kure house, and Kure is, you know, got two, three different boyfriends, you know, and stuff coming in and out. Those, it's a sound judgment right there. It was like, well, no, you know, no. Even though you've been knowing Kure for many, many years, but Kure's life has changed to where it's a little different for you. So you have to draw the lines. Like, no, you can't spend the night over there. But at what age, you know, do you have to really go into depth to explain to your child about the possibilities, and what you are doing to keep them safe, you know, from anything bad happening to them? But I'm just really curious, and I'm going to end it after this, you guys. It's almost 11 o'clock. I will be back on Saturday with some laughter, because I don't like them old get down, dragging ass shows. I don't. You know, I like to keep people happy and laughing. I just so happen to, I don't know, it just came down my timeline, and I watched it, and it really was like, you know, I hear you, sister. Like, I really do hear her, but how are you going to make the change? You know, I've been hearing like so much about this since the Obamas went into office and left the office, right? But they have the type of backing that they needed to push whatever this agenda is that they needed to push, whether it was with this LGBT. She broke down the LGBT QLMNOP to you guys. I was like, well, damn. And there was two of them, because she talked about the eyes, and then LGBT. I know she said the Q's, the queer, whatever. And I wasn't even aware. I'm like, huh? I had no idea. And then she would say that they put the plus sign on there now. That means that everything up underneath that umbrella, and I was like, all this stuff exists out here. Oh my God. But that's just me being naive, probably like a whole lot of people, where I don't want to know about it. Because the less you know about it, the less it affects you. But at the same token, here comes this caring part of you, where like, as a whole, you be like, I don't want my friend, like, I don't want my people to be like this. So where you draw the line? Oh, you didn't get a notification either? Oh, my bad. I don't know how to send out I don't know how to send that stuff out. Y'all gotta teach me how to send. If there's some link or something, I don't know if there's a button or something I'm supposed to be pushing or what. So, you know, Harlem, I was just telling them, Shannon, I'm going to come back Saturday. I really want to play the video. I really want to talk into, can there be a change? Will there ever be a change? What is it that half of the world is looking to change when you have a big fight amongst your hand to actually change it? When is it a time? What would you do if your child come to you and say, hey, I think that I was born, I feel like that I'm supposed to be this opposite of gender, like, what would you do? I'm curious if we have anybody that comes in our chat room that actually had a child that does that. Why is it that these shows and cartoons and everything, that Lisa says she got her notification. She got her notification. Like, why are they pushing it? What can be done about it? The only answer, and I don't want to go any further into it, you guys. I'm gonna wait till Saturday. I'm exhausted. I mean, I am exhausted, you guys. This is the tiredest that I've ever been, like, in probably 2-3 weeks. I don't know. Could be, woman change. You know how our body does, right? I don't know. And I worked a little bit today. So, no, I didn't do no slacking today. But I want to talk about it. And I hope that you guys will join me and listen to her video. I also had, what was it? Another video. It was 2 videos that I want to show you, which I got them saved. They're in my stream. I got them there, ready to click them and show you guys, because I want to engage in that a little bit more, because I wanted to bring that over to, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, because you guys got to keep in mind, right, everything that they're fighting against, right, with this go along, get along, gang thing, right? And with them speaking about, where it's coming from, how it got injected out here into the atmosphere and everything, right? And as I thought about Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, right, and his ex-wife, Andrea Kelly, right? But I think, to my understanding, I think that their child probably was close near adult age. I'm not sure, because I get them confused, to tell you the truth, though. So it was the Angela Stanton King show. Let me see if I can copy her link. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get her link and put it in the chat. So hold on. I think so. Okay, let me copy her link, and then but you guys can go check it out, and then okay. So, and then Saturday, maybe we can run our opinions and kind of, get a topic going over here, bouncing off of theirs. Why is it happening? I don't see it stopping. I don't see it being resolved at all. I believe right now that, oh, wait a minute. Why do I have that open? Hold up. That's too many. Let's close that one out. Let's close this one out too. Okay, there you guys. I had too many open. You know what I mean? Like, Do you guys see it stopping? Do you guys see a conclusion to this? I think that this is pretty much the way of the. I think that this is just the way of the world right now. I do, but that's her link. Check her out. Like I say, this is the other community that's going on and revolving around Kwame Brown. And a lot of you people know Kwame Brown, that when he first came on and what his dialogue was about when he came on, and that was about so the other guys up over there with all of that basketball dilemma stuff, but that led it to a bigger dialogue with Kwame Brown, with linking together a lot of those people up there with this get along, go along gang thing, and now the propaganda is rising even deeper. It's getting even deeper now after me finding her, and I was like, oh, okay, so they're doing this, guts and glory. A lot of them will come out, and take that risk and open up a big window. There's Beauty. I'm only Beauty. I keep saying I'm finna go, but I wanted to see you. Harlem said she was just scrolling through. She said she didn't get a notification either. I don't know why I didn't send out the notifications though. So, but I really would like for us, and it will, it'll help us start, become a little bit more at ease with developing our opinions and stories over here. I want to know somebody. I want to meet somebody. I really, not to get that in debt in their business, but some of the, well, how did it come about? I can't even fathom up the thoughts of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly with finding or even knowing that he had a child as well that decided to be a part of that community, right? And it's the truth. It's nothing but the truth. I'm not gonna make that up, but he does have one. So it's like, well, him as well. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what to think. I know if I sit here any longer, I'll be sitting here laughing at Beauty and Shannon go messing with each other. I'm coming over so we can learn this thing together. I don't know. I don't know. I watched the video Beauty at Work, and and it's not too much stuff out here that sticks to me. You know what I'm saying? But baby, when I say she was putting it down, she brought a lot of things to light. Kwame was in her chat too. I like reading the chat, you guys. So, I mean, other than that, I have to save my other shits and giggles for, a later date, because I did have some of that too, but I'm too tired for it right now. So I just, again, checking on you guys, seeing how your work day went, seeing how your week has went, because we're coming up, hey, Charles, coming up to the end of the work week. So, you know how to make me feel, oh, look at Sweetie popping in with them big eyes. I see you, girl. I see you. I need to be going to bed. I thought that I had to babysit tonight. I thought I was going to have Mr. Noel tonight, right? And so it was, as I'm working on the streams and stuff, and I looked at the clock and I heard Teddy bark, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot I was supposed to get Mr. Noel. My baby is trying to go up north to a concert or something, right? She said that she'll be back about 11. So I called and I was like, oh, I thought you had to go, because now it's like 8:45. Mom, that's tomorrow night. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted. So you said Mr. Kelly knows about his daughter change of lifestyle. You don't think that he accepted it in the beginning, but right. I mean, that's the notation that I kind of got, you know, after watching so many videos of of him. But I mean, here's my point though, Raina. We know that there's a lot of celebrities that is already in that type of, I don't know to say if it's a predicament or change. Let's say that change of the lifestyle, right? So there's there's that impossible way to have everybody on one accord, right? To make a change for what should be right. So, my question to you would be, why do we why do we even bring it to light? Why do we even have the discussion for it when we know that there's a possibility that it's just not going to change? It's just not. What Shannon say? I'm hanging with you. A cease and desist. I replayed the live when you mentioned. Oh my God, he sure did, Beauty. He sure. I mean, I ain't trying. I ain't the one to tell it, but he. I was like, Shannon is something else. 'Cause he was like, hey, did Beauty, did she get a rose yet? I was like, oh, I ain't got mine, and I told her to get the buy one get one free. I told her that. I did. So I want to save that for Saturday. See if people wouldn't mind, talking about it, and because that's pretty much all you can do. I don't know. And like I say, I don't know all about it because I think for the most part to not open a door to have so many stressful points on you, you just don't open a door for it. Did it matter to you guys? Let me ask you guys in the room. What is it, like 25 of you guys? Does it matter to you guys about the way the world changed, or do it matter to you guys? Be honest. Be honest. Does it matter to you, Renee? Does it matter to you? Or do you just do like me? You just kind of just go on and mind your business and make your way through life? What do you think? Because I think that I am that person. Girl, I know that's right, Renee. I know that's right. I know. I don't know. I don't know. But you can see where they won't get to the number of people that they possibly need to be heard, because it is just as many as them as it is them. It just doesn't, it just won't work. It just won't work, because the first thing they say is, this is my rights. Even as a parent, this is my rights. Okay, exactly, sweetie. Exactly. It's like once you find your lane to get in, like I say, I mean, because you jump out of it, you're gonna invite that whole stressful tour in your life. It's like, I don't know. I came. I've been here a long time on this earth, and some things you be like, nah, I ain't touching that. So what makes you? Why do you feel that you ignore, not ignore, that you just don't acknowledge it to a certain extent to make noise as a group, sweetie? Why do you think you do that? Is it possibly what I just said? Like you ain't don't open no door to a whole bunch of stress. Shan- Shannon got a little package. Well, we gonna have to get that darn pump up on the screen. But they are pushing it on the kids at the school, Shannon. They are. It's being pushed. You got your school, your child classmate. That's one pusher right there. If the classmate is coming in and got the skirt and things on, and isn't that bringing it in the school? if you have them, I don't know, sex education. She talks about that in the video. What age do you think that sex should be pushed on a child? You understand me? And that's why I say I gotta play the video so that I can bring it into a little bit of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, because Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is accused of being with minors, right? We don't want minors. But then we have these minors that has parents. Why do your child knows anything about that level of sex? Why is your child being put out there into the world, into society, whether if you're pushing them to be an artist or a dancer or whatever, right? Knowing that there's a possibility that they're going to come across some type of sexual formality of things, whether it is music, whether it is, videos or whatever. It happens. It's like there's no avoidance to it. It's up to the parent. It's totally up to the parent. So, what the do's and don't until your child become of that defying age. You're like, sure, you ain't tell me, you know, you say you try to keep the lines of communication with your son who is 19 and then say, yeah, I do. I definitely do, sweetie. I be on it, honey. But high school is even more pressure, so, or do we eliminate high school out of it and just keep it to the grade schools? I don't see, I don't think much of it happens in the grade school. I think it starts to happen more so in the high schools. At least my baby schools that I've been in, hey Queen, I have not seen no little boys walking down the hallways, and I don't see that. I didn't see it when I was in school. Did you guys see it? Raise your hand in the chat room if you were in in your grade school with you growing up. You kind of can look at them and say, well, okay, you queer. You know how you go out in the playground. We at the playground, 10, 11 years old. You queer. Like, to me, queer meant dress weird. Like, maybe the accent, the tone, the pitch of the voice. But I never thought that queer actually meant around at 9, 10, 11 years old that you queer, knowing that, okay, I'm going to be, a bisexual or a transgender or anything. I never thought that it was going to mean that. You was born a boy. Oh, you got a cool girl. You listen here. You got to go to the other side of the streets. we anti boys with cooter rooters over here. All the boys over here got to have the real mandingos. Okay, we ain't messing around with no phony stuff over here. So I think that they have us now conditioned where we have to be at that level of respect for it. It's here. It's really here. There's something called right. She talked about that too, sweetie. She talks about that. She said that is up underneath the umbrella of the LGBTQ thing, and then she says that it's an S, an I, and a P, which is a plus sign, and it all is up underneath there. So I don't think that I'll get anyone in the chat room that actually have had a adolescent that went to their mother and or their dad to say, hey, I'm this way. Or do you have a child that, let's say, high school, and came home, or you walked in the room and you found out, okay, or do you have one in your life, a cousin or something that actually sat down at the table with you and say, well, hey, this is who I am. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of it, I blame it on the jail system. I blame it on, it's a lot that you can just blame it on. Incarceration, I think, is a very high statistical number count of where a lot of it, transform. I do. I really do. I mean, you got the shit 100 niggas locked up for 25 years together. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they start braiding each other hair and doing all of that. I don't know. Then you got your women incarceration. Now somebody said they could get married and up in there and all of that stuff. Stuff like this stuff. I want to say it's about maybe 10 years brand new to me. 10 years brand new. I was like, all of this shit going on. All of this shit. Hey, Simply. Hey. Girl, you waking up from your nap and I'm about to crash out to La La Land. You say it lost you after all of the letters. Well, they put all of those letters together for a reason, and it's to identify each subject of whatever it is that they wanted to turn out to be. I really would like to know, like, what this is a group that was modified what by this Me Too Black Lives Matter formation, right? Isn't this where this come from? And everybody saw it transform, though. We're looking at this, and now that it has it's got its foundation. Foundation is built with a water and sand. It becomes concrete. They did that. Sodom and yeah, I don't know the whole story, but I have come across their names. And then them the two in the Bible that did hanky panky together. Am I right? In which I can't, because I'm not trying to get so deep in this, because I know I can't sit up this late with y'all tonight. I just can't do it. My body is like, ooh, come to bed. Come to bed. But am I right, Lisa? Ain't them the two? Let me go over here let me see, let me look up something right quick. Because aren't those the two? I told y'all you was in school and it was only three categories: heterosexual, bisexual, and homosexual. So who developed all of these other alphabets? Am I right? Is it so? It is the Me Too and the all of this Black Lives Matter thing. Is that what happened? Since so everybody that's in the Me Too organization, that none of them have men. Everybody is just is gay. Okay, and then God flooded the earth for that. But then the earth was reestablished, and then you had, what's his name? Is it Adam? Is it Abraham or somebody or whatever? In the triumph or something, and he had to build the ark, right? He went to rebuild the ark, and isn't that where everything was supposed to start all over again? But yet then here we come as God creatures, and what, we screwed it all up all over again. You say the group of confusion. They witches. And it evolved quickly. Yeah. With a lot of with so many organizations, right? With the same beliefs. And it just earthquaked. Right out here. This is what we're gonna be. It's like magic potion. Nor of the art. Yes, ma'am. See, I'm learning. You teaching me, girl. You teaching me. I'm gonna learn this stuff. I'm gonna learn it, But like I told you, I actually saw Noah. I saw the I watched the Noah. I watched it. It's pretty good. I watched it as I watched how his son turned on him, all because he didn't save a girl that he ended up liking and knowing for a half an hour. He knew the girl for a half an hour, was in love with her, felt like his dad, Noel, came in and, they it saved him. Yeah, but he saved his son and he left the girl. And then and the son got a whole attitude with Noel, with his dad. Went back, he let the enemy in, and the enemy attacking his dad and trying to kill. All of this was over because, excuse my French, he wanted to get his little pecker wet because he met a girl. That's the way I saw it in the movie, right? I was like, really? Really? You say a couple of years ago, trans men can use the women restroom. Well, you don't know what's using your restroom right now. Especially if you don't know what people are now. You don't know. You don't know. Beauty says, I'm asking for. You ain't asking for your neighbor. You need to cut it out. It's the city's. You need to cut it out. Yeah, I gotta let Teddy out too. It's coming up on 12 o'clock. So everyone in the Bible, as you can see, what is the influencer of a man? Okay, I have to make sure that I'm gonna be looking that up. I'm gonna look that up and see if I can find your answer to that. Other than that, you're gonna have to keep educating me on it. So, Shannon, is it correct that men are called lesbians? Ask for my what? Why do they? What is it? I don't even want to know what the lesbian stuff is. I don't even want to know. I don't know. All I'm saying, you guys, because I'm going to go, all I'm saying, and I thank you guys for, following me and chasing me around until I can get my stuff to working right. But you see, I ain't in my screen. Everything just messed up, dog. But I thank you guys for doing that. But Saturday night, I hope that we can continue this discussion. I really want to know. I really want to know. I still do not. I'm still, gonna have to keep myself where I am in my life right now, as much as I know what my beliefs are. You know what I mean? As much as I would love to see humanity finishing off what Martin Luther King had his dream for us, as much as I would, it's a big fight, and it's a never ending fight, because the seed had been planted now. That concrete is solid now. Can you imagine how many people has to be taken down, or their views have to be changed? That's a lot of work to say. How many pastors, preachers, or what you call them darn things over there, priests, and the Catholics, they've been preaching all of this stuff, abomination, but now we've been conditioned to buy. Who's to say what's right and wrong? Everybody's living their own way. Or they use this one here, this metaphor. As long as you happy. As long as you happy. Or the second metaphor. Well, we gonna die someday. That's what they say now. That's what they say now. Those are the two big ones. We gonna die someday. Or, as long as my baby happy. And I think, in my opinion, that they say that because they don't know, ain't nothing they can do about it. Like, there's nothing that they can do about it. So that's what they say. As long as my baby happy. How many of y'all heard that? Well, I can't choose the life for them. Like, he happy or she happy. Shannon got, his son at his dinette table having Thanksgiving dinner, and his son Bill and popped through the door coming from graduation. They done coming from Stanford. He done paid all that money $300,000 for his child to go to school to become this great medical scientist out there. And Jim Bob comes through the door with Bobo, you know, and Dad, you know, this is my husband. What's your response, Shannon? What is your response? Your adult son has made a choice to do what makes him happy. What do you do, Shannon? Feed them the turkey and tell them you're getting ready to go to bed? Okay, it's time for bed. And then when they leave, you going on upstairs, your wife upstairs. Now y'all finna pillow talk about this shit for about a whole hour. I can't believe this, son. What in the fuck? Where did we go wrong, Luana? What the fuck? Did you know about this? And da. Ain't that how it's played out, right? You gonna stick to you sticking to man and woman? I believe in reproduction of the earth. I do. And I know good goddamn well I don't care if John done married Billy and Sally done married Sue. It ain't you. How you gonna reproduce the world? And take out the fact that we have the sperm bank. Ain't no sperm bank. You can't go nowhere. You can't do artificial insemination. You can't do none of that. None of it. None. It don't exist. Take it out the equation. No artificial. There is no sperm banks to go to. Nowhere. Everybody in the world is now dating its kind. Everybody. Beauty, you got a woman. Sweetie, you got a woman. Renee, you got a woman. Shannon, you got a man. Everybody. We have now populated over into the LGBTQRMNOP. What is going to happen to population? Are they dependent on us? The heterosexual, are they dependent on us? The monogamous ones to keep the world going so that they can continue to be happy? I'm enjoying life. I'm living my best life. They depend on us. Is that what's going on? The regular. Because without us, they wouldn't even be able to keep up the shit that they doing. They'll start realizing that, well, wait a minute. There's only like 50 of us left on this planet. Where the fuck did everybody go? Sometimes you gotta leave what you believe, which is the wrong, behind. I don't understand well, I know it'll be against the law. You know what I'm saying? And I know we just went through the whole trend about, separation, of colorism, right? We try to stop that racism shit, right? But at the same time, how you gonna fix something when it's all together? It's all in one freaking pie. You literally, to fix it, I don't even know if I would nominate it, because like I say, I don't know if I have a great niece or a great nephew. I don't know. I've never seen it. So I don't know. But to vote in, okay, well, what do we have? 50 states? Well, that's not. We need 52 states, right? Hawaii or whatever. I think we could do it, right? Well, you know what? When you got to take half of your, take your alphabet, and y'all live on that side of the world. But you can't come back over here because we reproducing over here. We growing the heck out of here according to God's will. Reproduction. I put you two here, man and woman. Now grow it. But over here, you lock the gate, right? Shut the gate down. Shut it down. Take all of the ovaries. Take all of the sperms. They can't be doing that over there, right? And just let them have their way. And in due time, they'll be down to about 50 members of that group. Yeah, they will. You can't come back over here. We growing. We big. and we happy over here with families, normal relationships and things, but and that's in my fantasy world. That's in my fantasy world. I know that shit ain't can't never happen that way, but it, like I say, it would definitely, put a conclusion on some shit, put some reality on some shit. Yeah, it will. I'm sorry, it definitely will. It definitely will. Hi, Nisi. How are you tonight? We're just in here just having a quick talk because my system kept crashing on me. So I'll be live Saturday and we're going to put our opinions or so over on this Angela Stanton King show with their intervention and propaganda about things that has been going with the get along, go along gang with the LGBTQR element, understanding what all of the alphabets mean and how all of this came about once the Obama administration came into office, and now you have the Biden or whatever his name is administration into office, and the development of it all, and bringing and introducing a lot of this stuff. When did it come about with our children being so easily susceptible and being introduced to these type of different sexuality behaviors? Is it part of our norm now, or should it be part of our norm now since it's here? And how far can you go as far as doing anything about it? So this King show, Angela Stanton King show, she spoke very seriously on it. But our show is all about, I'm just asking, and when I came across her show, that was the first thing, I can elaborate with her on. I literally felt this woman. And being on YouTube for 3 years, let me say this again, you guys. I have vowed, I never wanted anything to really get into my mental thoughts at all, ever. And I kept saying, I know I'm going to come out here strong, and I know I'm not going to allow this stuff to weigh on my heart or nothing like this. But when I watched her live, you guys, it really, it marinated on my brain at work, and I'm good at washing this stuff off. But it opened up my eyes as to how long I have really been ignoring a lot of. I don't even know whether to call it devilish ways. I don't even know if it's fair to even call it devilish ways. I don't know. It's been accepted by humanity. It's been interjected out here that it's okay. It's been told to us that these level of people on this board, this organization, and developing from up under so many other organizations. You guys talk about the O and the Gales and the what's his name, Epstein, and these some big ass people, Weinstein, and these some big large ass goddamn people. So what can change them? And Father, this Nisimo, let me tell you this. Let me mention this to you, Nisimo. I was telling the chat, I was watching TD Jakes, okay? I know that TD Jakes is married. He speaks of his wife sometimes. But Oprah Winfrey attends his church quite a bit. He is speaking about the books, the passages of the Bible. Okay? But yet then you have Oprah Winfrey, who sits there, who is one of the biggest top paid entertainer, social, economically speaker out here, right? But yet then she endorses or sponsors, agree to this turn of genocide that's going on. So you explain to me, how is it that there's a pastor that is speaking abominably to massive of people, but yet then have what is or what should not be of existence in the law of God, but they're sitting right there in his church. And when I see stuff like that, I get confused, because at some point I get to talking to the TV, but TD Jakes, how can you preach of God, but yet then you have what is not, or what should have not became a form in the universe. So if that's making sense to you, Nisimo, where I was getting into the part where this is going to be an to be determined development. You know what I'm saying? This can't be fixed. It's everywhere. It's your normal people, alleged normal people, your alleged people that is of God, for God, speak God, but still also allow themselves or their words to excuse the behavior that has been manifested into our world. Make it make sense. Yeah, the author of confusion, and I get that the devil holds a lot of confusion, and I get that, but like I say, and I wouldn't even be talking about this, and I try to stay about this because I already know where the center of my life is. I already know where I choose to keep the center of my attention to. But I watched this show, man, and I was like, man, the woman was speaking it without a doubt. There is some alphabets, Nisimo, that she broke down that I didn't even know shit about. Who said it in the chat room? The P. P stands for pen something. What did this stand for? What the hell is that? What is that? Why does all of this stuff out here exist that I don't even know about? And you know why? Because I never ever made a choice to focus in on it. The more they keep pushing all this shit out here, if it does not exist of me, if it did not pretend, I was ignoring so much shit till I got on this damn YouTube. And this stuff is ridiculous. This stuff is ridiculous. We skipped a whole generation. You're right. You're absolutely right. We did. And we're at a time now where you pansexual. What the hell is that, Harlem? I still don't know what the hell that is. The hell is a pansexual? I don't understand that. Why has all of these names manifested that pansexual is in the Bible? Is that in the Bible? Oh, simply, baby, I'm sitting by you, baby. I ain't heard this shit. When the hell did they ease all of this? Do they ease this shit in right along when it's time for election time? I don't know. You say you'll be kicked out of school. Woo, I'm going with you, Shannon. I ain't gonna get kicked out. We walking out, Shannon. Let's go. Let's go. But if we speak that way, Shannon, then we are of the abnorm. Or we're crazy, or you're developing some type of what do they call it, homosexual, not homophobic, or So they have us now where we are locked in chains where you can't say much about it. You can't do much about it. They have told us that this is going to be the way. This is going to be the way. I choose not to know, Nisimo. I definitely choose not to know. You know, and what got me is the Angela Stanton King show, right? You can see that, okay, she's normal. She's like me. She's like of you. She's not down with all of this stuff. But you can hear the intensifying vocal that it's irritable to her, right? So with Nisi, you're saying that, we have to choose to not know. With her digging into it, educating herself very well on this abnormality. Because it's abnormal to me, you guys. Where now when she speaks on it from what I'm hearing with frustration and things like that. So I don't know, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. One dang on second, y'all. Okay, I'm back, you guys. Sorry. You say, so we haven't sex. No, we ain't having no sex with, it's not my way either. Nisimo in the chat room. I'm just, I'm glad that I can wake up. I don't know. Now we go that Hef Hufner. I got a whole different propaganda with the Hef Hufner thing, Shannon. Like I said, I'm gonna come on Saturday. My Hef Hufner is gonna be a little bit rusty, but I don't know. I think Hef Hufner, there's some people that I just disagree with, after I have watched the whole Playboy situation play out. I think Hef Hufner opened up some doors for Black Americans to be able to produce what it is that they preference to do so legally. But I don't want to get into it. I watched it all and I was like, oh, this is crazy. But you say because of our upbringings we were taught different, but our parents weren't brought up in our grandchildren generation. I understand that. I just didn't see this for every for what I'm seeing a lot of people knowing. And I stay so blind to a lot of distractions, Nisimo. I stayed blind to a lot of this. I know which way to walk through life. I knew with bearing my children how I were going to cater them to safety, to love, to the right path. I was like, I knew that it was embedded in me to distract them from whatever I knew was not of God. I knew it, and they turned out fantastic. They turned out good. They're not interested in the opposite. I mean, of the same sex. They're not into a lot of you. Nah, but my kids can't even give you any knowledge about all of this, the Me Too movement thing, or the Black Lives Matter thing, and they can't. They don't get into it. So as I sit back and I watch them raise their boys, I could tell that they got a fine grip on those boys. And for now, I don't want to overspeak myself, but for now, they keep them, my girls keep their boys distracted from it. There's so much that they have been able to watch on TV. But right now, the scary part right now for a lot of the parents that are becoming parents is what will be introduced into the upcoming years of schooling, 2025. What's going to be in your kids' school in 2025? Because you got now your teachers now have children that comes to them and say, I feel like I should be a boy, or I should be a girl, or it's becoming so openly now. They're going to start pushing it probably into the grade schools. I'm not talking about the high schools, but like the grade schools. It's like, let's prepare them earlier. But it's just a lot of it that I just disagree with. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. How do they get around it? Freedom of speech. I get to do what I want to do to my with my children, or if this is what my baby want, if this what makes them happy. You say you're scared to ask what the letter stands for. I'm gonna play, like I say, I'm gonna play some of her video, and so she can break it down, to you guys. But I dropped her link in the chat. Was it her link or my link? Maybe that was her link. I dropped her link in the chat, and like I said, you guys can get a jump start on it. But she's speaking, and I have to understand that a lot of her dialogue on that particular video was to help support Kwame Brown as well. So you say happy is nowhere in the Bible, but that's what they tell them babies now, honey. I just want him and her to do what makes her happy. That's what they say. That's what they say. I didn't even see Shannon response about, I did a go along, play along with him about having two sons, and all of a sudden, your babies show up, and say, hey, well, this is my husband. Nas, I don't know, that was a very disturbing, but it was accepted. It was accepted though. We talking about, Lil Nas. It was accepted though, Nisimo. It was accepted. You explained to me, Nisimo, how come there wasn't a severe outrage like when the white people put the black face up, huh? Why wasn't that photo immediately removed? Why? You had all of these black culture people come out to have that black face. Take it down. Take it down. That's what they was doing. Take it down. And it was gone. I mean, the controversy on the blackface, because the white people had something, had implemented it out here, and it was on that magazine cover, and But little Nas come out, and he's 10 months pregnant, half naked. Not only that, he also displays these shoes with that red blood in the bottom of them, which represented some sign of some devil act or some shit, right? And they only sold so many. I think they want to buy some of them back or something after that. But here it is. But his stuff stayed up for a while. His stuff got posted. What did I see it at? Was it on IG, or because he was now into the belly of the beast, with some people attacking him, but he stood his ground And got the shit came out on a goddamn main magazine. It did. You know, at my job, a lot of people saw it, and a lot of white folks saw it. And you know what they did, Nisimo? They laughed. They laughed. Now here I am standing here as the same color as this little Nas, surrounded by the majority of Caucasian ass people. And the first thing, this what y'all doing? This is what y'all doing? Then I have another coworker who believes that, this is why, they should have separated the earth. Because it's people like us that's, look what you guys are doing. Yeah. And, I couldn't stand there and argue with this guy. Just, yeah, you know, I'm like, huh? Yeah, that magazine circulated where I am. And when I tell you that these white folks was picking this up, like, what in the fuck is this? And then you got a handful of blacks right there, and they look to the black people. Like, nigga, I didn't print that. I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? But I think that we've gotten away, especially with the colorism, that, what you do, it does have an effect on us as a whole as far as colorism. Because I couldn't even respond to that. My mouth was like, and then so what do I have to? What position that I am in if I'm dealing with it with colorism, right? I had to start laughing. I had to start laughing with the white people and start saying, well, boy, that's one black messed up man. You know what I'm saying? When here I am now put in a position to go against my black brother who is now doing something very oddly. Like, what the fuck? You're 10 months pregnant on a goddamn magazine. I can't explain that to defend my goddamn colorism. I could, my culture. Like, there's nothing that I could have said. Nothing. Them people laughed. And then they compared. Is this what y'all doing? No, that's what he doing. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to laugh. Bye, babe. Bye, Lisa. I had to laugh at my own. I had to make to get the stigma off of me. Nisimo, to get the stigma off of me, right? I had to laugh at my own kind. I had to make mockery to get my ass from out of a compromised situation that I felt that they were putting me in. And that was totally messed up. That was totally, the happy people attend church as well. I hope so. I hope so. It's mixed, and you never know what's coming to church. The devil's in disguise. They have to come to they come to church. They're still looking for that blessing. They're still looking for that word. And I think it's because of the passage that says, God loves all, no matter what you are. God loves all. So how can we oppose that? How can we deny that? It's in a Bible song. He's got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got me and you. It's a whole thing. It's a whole song. So when now you're hearing that, and then you got, Shaquita, that is, real name is Timothy, up in the church. How can you turn her away when you have the passage that says that? I love you all. But he hate the sin, and I understand that. Yeah, we can stand your ground, but standing our ground as a big community, a big administration, up underneath the administration that pushed this stuff out here. They manifested it, and it grew. It took off like a rocket. For And they have one hell of a protector. They're protected so well, more than I asses, but it is. You say, but it's a abomination to him. I understand that. Maybe they don't understand that, but I understand it. I understand it. It's the sin that separates us. If there's a sin that separates us, and you explain to me how the heck will there ever be a unity to I guess to put growth back into the direction that it needs to be. It's one heck of a fight. So like I say, I had it my way, and since you have this group of people that makes this choice to live their freedom of their choice, maybe it's time for some separation. It's room to grow. You guys go over there. I'm really interested on how the hell, like I say, how they're going to populate the world. Or are you here for the world to die off? Is that the purpose of it? A lot of people earlier on, and a lot of commentary out here was stating that that was one of the purposes for this to happen, and that was to depopulate. We are overpopulated out here. We are, and man made that decision, Nisi. Man even made that decision. We are overpopulated. They made that damn decision, not God. God said to populate. I gave you what you need to populate. Man says otherwise. Too many of you. It's too many. It's too many. Our budget. We squeezing the budget. You're squeezing the welfare budget. You're squeezing the medical budget. You squeezing all you name it. You squeezing it. Too many. Gotta get rid of somebody. So what do? We'll put these group of unidentified, with the alphabets and give them an alphabet, let them join that. And then along come all of these freaking illnesses. And you guys know what illnesses I'm talking about. So, but they're going to run to the doctors and we'll get them on all of this medications and things. And the medications will start to be harmful because this is going to start happening and this is going to start happening. And then it's going to be a problem here. And they're going to die off. We'll kill them off anyway. But it is what it is, It is what it is. So, you said you had an associate female that likes females, but around our other associates, she really, why do you think that that's so though, Beauty? Why do you think that there is still a lot of people that does that? Whether we know it or not, or just don't want to admit it, but we all sin. Yep, we all sin. Yep. That's facts. Our responsibility is to keep them covered by the blood of Jesus, but they must put themselves under the covering of Jesus. And Beauty of me, of course, we are sinners trying to get it right. Yeah, amen. Trying to get it right. Sweetie, I think I got it about 90% right. I think I've done my share on earth, keeping it 90% right when it comes to my family, when it comes to God, and when it comes to others. I think I've done I've done my share. I've done it, and that's just me not even knowing the Bible like that. It came with, which is Angela Stanton King show, common sense. Common sense. I understood how I was born. I understood all of the creations of life. I understood that. I remember asking my mom and dad when I was really little or whatever. I can remember that. But then after they told me, that was my tool right there. They gave me the tool. They gave my sisters and brothers the tool. Now use the tool. Use the tool. They gave us the right tool All I had to do was just enforce it and use it, and that was it. And everything was okay. You used to work for the medical director that managed the STI clinic. These are they getting real hard, yeah, because they're getting less on scientists. It's getting far and farther away from the scientists being out there. You ready for? You say you? I don't know. I'm scared of the returning. I read what turbulation tribulation. I got those novels, baby. Scared the bejesus out of me. Ooh, but I finished reading them though. I think they all orange around the thing too. I think two of them I loaned out. So, but I was reading them books. I got to go get one and show y'all. Look, they down here. I have those books. I could have sworn I had them with me too. I don't know. So I don't know, you guys. But it is now 12 o'clock. And thank you guys for showing up. And like I say, Saturday night, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to have my stream up and ready to go. But at least I did come over here to hang out with you guys and do a little bit of chitter chat about it. Don't forget, check out the Angela Stanton. Let me see if I can drop the link one more time for you guys in case you want to go and check it out. EPIHZ. Check her out, you guys. And if you can just, like I say, this is a mixture of her with some defense of some things that Kwame Brown has going on over there with the Get Along gang, but it seems like Kwame Brown has moved to a different dialogue, having synopsises and things relating to why our men have became, or how easy it is to get to your children with different type of sexualities and things. So I know it kind of revolved from around that. I know it does, but it was interesting to hear her speak a little bit further on it and break down her thoughts and her views about each letter and she ain't got no filter either, y'all. She has no filter. She popping them names out there. I mean, and then look at the chat. Make sure you look at the chat. It was a very interesting topic. She speaks on Michelle. She speaks on Biden and things like that. So she really developed a very interesting dialogue that just captured me, and it stuck with me after Saturday. And I wish I had her email so that I can reach out to her to see if it's okay to play her video, but I don't know her email. I'm going to go on her About page and see if I can find it so that, I don't get in trouble playing it, but it's only about 10 minutes or that I am going to play of it. So I don't know, you guys, we'll see where that goes, but where are we going? What will it take? And Martin Luther King, he dropped a dream out here. His dream is used, but it's used to each his own now. It's not used as unity anymore. And somebody behind him dropping that dream out there dropped their dream out here, manifested it, and changed up the world again. I so sincerely thought that, with like I say, after that Million Man March and things like that, I was like, okay, things are going to be looking up for us, right? We're going to have that equality. We're going to have it. And I was like, well, nope, wrong people in offices. Bad bills been pushed. Different agendas are assigned. Here we go. Now we got this to deal with, and now how bad will it affect our children is what she speaks on. Her name is, like I say, it's just the Angela Stanton King Show. And keep in mind, she just pushes her. I'm just asking. So she's not um, pointing fingers harshly at all. She's just, hey, I'm just asking. When did we get here? Why did we get here? Who's responsible for this all? How are we going to fix this? You know, so ask. Yes, ask. On that note, you guys, I'm getting up out of here. I gotta go wash this all off, you guys. I gotta go wash this off because I promised myself, no, Pap, no, don't come out here. I know it's going to be different point of views, and I know it's going to be challenges. And it's like I spent all of these years staying away from political views. I never ever want to indulge in political views because there's never going to be the right and the wrong. It's never going to balance. Different mindsets, different point of views, opposings. What you think may be right, it's wrong over there, and what's wrong over there may not be right to us. So when I saw that the world was an unbalancing act, it's when I raised my hand and it was like, nah, nah, can't do, can't do, just can't do. I refuse to invite, that type of stress on me. Shout out to all of the people that's involved in all this political campaigning and getting in, nah, so there's a thin line with me, with political, the biblical part I can now bring myself to indulge furthermore into it, but political aspects of life, nah. You say some people into the dark stuff. It's scary. It's really scary, sweetie. I wouldn't have. I don't know why I stumbled and opened up this woman's live. She was live too, and I was like, I don't know. Then I'm listening, but here I am now. This was probably about 4 o'clock this afternoon or so. Here I am now, still talking about it, and I don't like for things to linger on in my life. I don't. I'm usually hearing it, and I let it go. I let it go. It is what it is. So, but I can comfortably say if there ever will be another million man march like that for unity and for the right purpose, according to his will, Pap will be a part of that. Pap will be a part of that. Yeah, I will. But all of this other stuff, but it has to be according to his will. It has to be according to what his plan, was for the world, not what man plan is for the world. I don't think that I'll ever march for something like that. And that's part of the political campaigning stuff. No, that's your belief, and no, no, that ain't fucking right. That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? No. So I just can't do it. And there you have it. And privately, as I may say, and the age that I am now is one of the reasons why I never vote. So I never ever will pull up a chair with a position to argue about any political subject. I just choose not to. I don't get to have that voice. I don't get to have the voice because I don't vote. And I never will vote. And no one can ever talk me into voting Now that I've learned that you have to deal with the ops, and now that I learned that this is only just mankind that speaks for us and makes these rules for us and pass these bills, and knowing that this could possibly be this individual ideology of the way they want things to happen and not for all, because I can read between those lines. You can feel when a person is just bullshitting you. So it's just something that I opt out. Do I get judged about it? Yes, I do. Do I try to get forced into it? Yes, I do. My mother stays on me, and I know, how are we going to make the change? Again, you still continue to want to make this change up under the umbrella of a man that is like you and I. And I choose to not do so. I choose to just travel on my journey in life under the umbrella of what his will says to do. And that's it, and that's all. I'm not liked about it. I have a lot of people that disassociated myself. Every vote counts. Good, because every vote counted for your asses to have a rainbow city out here. And that's that. So why are we arguing again? Why are you arguing again? Why are you going against that will over there? What they put out here for you, that man? Why are you arguing against them now? Every vote counted, right? I don't know. Entanglement. No. Pap keeping her heart and her mind and her soul right where it's supposed to be, up under the one umbrella of the spirituality, belief, and will. And that's it, and that's all. Right now, my hands are tied because I'm subjected. They put me in a position where you have to obey the laws. But that just falls up under the umbrella of common sense. No, I ain't going out here to shoot somebody. I ain't never planning on giving my life 25 years to no motherfucker out here. Tell me when I can eat, sleep, or none of that stuff. Or I got that bunk with a roommate. That's a common sense thing. I ain't finna do none of that. So I'm okay with the path of my journey of life. I'm okay with that. So if I have to be judged about that, then I'm okay about that. But yeah, since they say it's bigger than us, I be like, well, have at it. Have at it. Some of the happiest moments is in the smaller packages. So I'm good on that. You say, as sweetie, you just never throw my belief on how people should or shouldn't live their lives. So there is no sin bigger, smaller, or lesser, or greater than the next. It's all a equal amount. Sin is a sin. So, yeah. But go check her out, you guys. Let's come back Saturday. Let's see if we can add a few of our opinions. Because I didn't even tell you guys half of her show. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty, knowledgeable. And I liked it. So, but I'll see if I can send her an email. I don't know if maybe one of you guys catch her live or something. You can drop my name in there and see if she'll allow me to share her content. Just that one. Her content over here for education and stuff. So, and I appreciate that. They're gonna reject that email and return it to sender. I know you are, sweetie. I'm trying to get the pearly gates, but no time soon. I know that's right. No time soon. It's gonna still be there, beauty. It's gonna be there when the time comes. It ain't going nowhere. On that note, you guys, I'm out of here. So I will see you guys Saturday night. I don't have a part 2 of the shits and giggles around the Kelly community streets at all. Seems like everybody has gotten quiet. So I don't know. Maybe there won't be anything, or maybe everybody just finally threw in the white flag and say, you know what? Forget this stuff here. So I don't know. We'll see where it goes out here. But I'm waiting. I'm watching. I'll be watching, y'all. I'll be watching. So, but other than that, Pap is just going to be Pap. Coming and sitting and chilling with my chat room over here because I enjoy it. I enjoy you guys. So, y'all good? Because I got to go. Now get y'all butts on up out of here and go to night. And I will talk to you guys Saturday night. I ain't gonna be long because I gotta go to work Sunday too. I ain't having no Snoop Dogg either. I got my Twistlers though lined up. They ready to go. So, but yeah, up out of here, you guys. Up out of here. Put some super glue. Did y'all see that there in video out there where this a video be talking about how people done died or something like that? I forget the name of the show. So they got the gorilla super glue lady on there, right? Talking about how I'm sad to announce this, whoever this person is, I mean, channel is Good Night Nisimo. I mean, got hundreds of subscribers on doing some shit like that, right? And then it comes on, it start talking about, I don't know, putting the rest the gorilla glue. I guess the girl didn't really die, but they did this about they do this about a whole lot of celebrities, right? I don't know. It's a voice automated kind of thing that's talking. It's a lady. And I was like, what the hell? You know what? Let me see if I can find it and show y'all right quick. Wait a second. Let me find this shit. Just one goddamn second. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see something. Shit was hilarious. Let me see, because it's like on YouTube. Oh, Lord, I ain't finna get into it, y'all. They got on here, Tessica Brown has yet another hair disaster that resulted. Okay, that was in December. Ex-fiance of the viral Gorilla Glue girl arrested after something allegedly. Here's another title. Gorilla Glue girl Tessica Brown reportedly suffers a miscarriage. Gorilla Glue releases rap song about the Gorilla Glue. Oh my God, Gorilla Glue girl. She launching a hair care line. Oh, here it is. Hold on. When is this one at? Wait a minute. Right here. Wait. Passes away. Okay. That was just for me to get the click on the damn link and get the goddamn view. Ain't this a bit? That's not what it is, y'all. Some bullshit. Some straight up BS. That is crazy. Anyways, it's nuts. It's nuts. I know I saw it, and this person, this YouTube channel, it selectively pick a alleged celebrity or whatever, and then it'll start off telling you that the person done died or something. Got me clicking on the link. It ain't nothing about that. I'm like, boy, and I just keep falling for it though, Shannon. I don't know. I keep falling for it. I'm steady clicking on it. I was like, damn, another one. Click on it. It's something else. But whoever it is got skills. That's mad clickbait skills. If you ain't never seen it, it's clickbait for real. But they get me every single time. Have you seen the trend where the people pass and then they're standing up because their final wish is not to be? No, you got to send me that. You got to send me that. I'm going to click on that too. It's clickbait. It all is freaking clickbait, and I know it. That's what be making me mad about it. But because I'm nosy, thinking that maybe the commentary might have changed and it might be true, Shannon. I'm like, okay, maybe this time they finna tell the truth, right? Nope. Pap clicks on the shit again. Yep, clicks on it again. I kid you not. Like, so you know what? Since I done clicked on it though, Shannon, I might as well go ahead on and hit the like button. I be like, fuck it. I just give it a like. I be like, forget it. Here's the like damn button. I done clicked on the damn thing. Whatever. Pisses me off. I promise you. Now, you know, Shannon, that's called some nosy, right? That's real nosy when you know it's got to be some shit behind this, right? This like, what's the game show? Come on down. pick your door. And I always do it. Oh Lord, not again, Nisimo. When do they stop? When do they stop? I don't know. I'm so over, I am. Why is it? Why? I'm so, I'm just so over it of, you know, so many people to be connected to Mr. Kelly. So many people that claim that they know him and they were there for him. And, you know, it's like I'm just so over. I'm so over it with the defense. All I'm just going to keep screaming. It's like, just free R. Kelly, just free R. Kelly. Okay, now my stuff is not responding, so I know it's time to go. You say he's married. He's married. Well, you know what? That Queen be putting out some hell of a information, though, y'all. Be like, damn, who is this lady, bud? Is she coming for her king? We just gonna wait for the ceremony. I could tell you that. I'm gonna wait for the ceremony. It is what it is. So I'm glad that um, you know, Jennifer Bonjean and another attorney has stepped up, to say, you know what, I'm going to appeal this for him. So that's a blessing that someone is taking that. What I am discouraged about this whole trial thing is just with him being the only one going through it. That's the most discouraging thing about it. When people clearly knows that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly had so many people around him, whether they were VIA security or receptionists or travel aid, whatever the case may be. It's just very discouraging, and to see like he's by himself going through this all by himself, and I think that's just what kills me the most. You don't hear anything about a possibility of an arrest of anybody else. Everybody that was claiming to be so close around him testified against him. They testified against him. So I don't know. I am waiting on that day. I really am. I don't give a damn whether if it's his whole goddamn security squad. I don't know. Security means security. You protect him. He paid you for it. I don't give a damn. I was sitting up the other day and I was listening to a very old video coming from off of Phases to the Next Level, right? And I do have it. It's not up anymore, but I have it, and I had to go back and I'm listening to that, and I listened to a person say, I was there. Like I was there in 95. I spent a lot of my time up in the Johnson Creek home. Like, so which way is it? Like, were you there for the security purposes of it, or were you there to to keep up all of the shenanigans around Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? I heard, it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. I was there. You were there. You were there. You were admitting that you were there, and you mean to tell me that this government don't have a bus rounding up all of these alleged people that claim that they were there, they were security, or they were let me say this, that they have given themselves a title around this man. So I'm not gonna lie, boy. I was in here, I'm searching like you was around in 95, and you spent most of your time up in the Johnson Creek mansion all of the time, and but then he says that I was there. I'm there when he's sleeping. I'm there when he's waking up, and then the video advances about 5 more minutes down, and next thing you know, it was Kip Hampton was there, and he made sure Mr. Kelly was sleeping well, guarded and he was there when he woke up and when he went to sleep, and then here come this whole thing about, Gloria Allred, with the Baltimore girls and things like that. But the more I kept listening to him, the more I'm like, well, wait a minute. Some of these stuff that is being reiterated is coming from another person that done said some things, because it was similar. But then I was like, let me get my ass off this damn video because ain't no need of going back thus far. You know what I'm saying? What good is it going to do? So many people. So many people in the way that I do see this, right? And the government wanted to play dirty in this game against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Then you take them all down. That's all I'm saying. You say Larry? Oh yeah. Larry said 100 people out here. He paid 100 people out here. So yeah. But right now, that's it's like they all need to be detained. They do, and until they start ratting on each other, I guess. You say, with the people coming on YouTube claiming to know him, was they on the stand? Nope, not at all. Not at all, beauty. Now, I'm talking about like in the YouTube streets, like blogging or YouTube creating and stuff. No, no, not at all. You right. You are absolutely right about that one there, sweetie. You absolutely right. Weird shit, right? And then, to hear one person continuously say that, what is it? One thing that stuck out about him in this video, from the phases to the next level, was that, you know, he mentioned that he knew everybody that was in and out or whatever with the Johnson Creek mansion or something of that nature that was messing with girls, and they were all under, they were all underage. And I'm sitting here saying that why would somebody that is claiming to be for R. Kelly or of R. Kelly, why would you say something like that? But he said it. He said it, and I was like, wow, this is horrible, This is really horrible. Yeah, they didn't want nobody to testify, but at the same time, though, Nisimo, just like the prosecution had close to what 30 people on there, the defense could have found 30 people. They could have had just as many as the prosecution side had. And you mean to tell us that Cannon couldn't find 30 people? I don't give a damn if it was the garbage man taking out his garbage every day at the studio and that became to know him personally. It was just putting people up there that had a lot of good things to say or to object to some of the bad things that these people were saying. That's what was pissing me off about it. How you only got 5? No, you were allowed to have, and the judge can't deny that. If you write in and tell the judge, well, we got 31 too. The judge has to allow that. Yeah, but so who, which just made no sense. Made no sense. It made no sense. Mm-mm. The defense, have their time to talk to the people that is needed to come on the stand for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. They get their time with these people to know if this is the right or the wrong person to put up on the stand. They do. But That's the only thing that just disgusts me about it. You say, so you asking for a friend and not allowing people to testify? Isn't that a mistrial? I would say so. I would say so. You thought that there'll be beauty, girl, wrapped around the building, baby. Because that's what I wanted, that's what I thought. It was like, oh my God, this is going to be a long trial here because they got to get through all of them. But then when I hear that 30 something people for the goddamn prosecution and 5 for the defense, where was his defense at? He had no freaking defense. None. And to be perfectly honest, and this is no shade or no disrespect against Kanik. Kanik is a federal civil attorney. His resume seems to be somewhat big. From my understanding, he has tried some cases up in the NDC, right? He's been through this road before. You mean to tell me for somebody of this stature and as big as this freaking case is, that taking a vacation, me too. I ain't ready for no vacation yet. I ain't ready yet. Not yet. But I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed pretty freaking weird. Five? Five or what? What would he only got paid to do 5 or what happened allegedly? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. That was weird. That I did not pull the statistics up on his number count of win and losses. I just haven't done it. So I don't know where he stands with his with being successful in the court of law. So, oh, they was. You say they was, girl, girl. Anyways, nothing we could do now. Put the prayers up over attorney Jennifer Bungie, and let's see what she working with. That's pretty much it. Let's see what she working with. And go on and do what she gotta do. Yeah. So, you know what? I'm out of here. See you guys Saturday. Have a beautiful night, people. I just gotta get through Friday, y'all. One more day. One more day, because this week has kicked my ass. Shout out to everybody who is have their membership, rocking their membership, sharing their membership along the channel, sharing the channel. Thank you guys for helping me grow, build, make better changes to accommodate all of us that comes on the channel to rock with me. I thank you guys now. I do. I thank you guys. And I'm staying. I'm sticking around. You say Jennifer Bungie ain't gonna have rip a hole in everyone. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you guys. Sneezy and Beauty and Harlem. Y'all have no idea. Because, like I say, I started out on this stuff. I didn't know which way the wind was going to blow on these things, to come to find out that I had found something to fight for. I've never, well, this will be my second time. I never fought this hard. I never had this type of belief in my soul to stand up for something. You know what I mean? So you say it better be. It better be. I don't know. I'm not over $600 a year. So I think that, do I have, they sent me one. Yeah, I have the tax form, and I'm going to take it with me. I go I think the tax date is might be pushed back to April, May. I think they're gonna give people like till June, I think, to file their taxes or something on this. So I'm going on the last day, Shannon. Since I know they didn't add YouTube to it. Yeah, I got one in the mail. It came the other day. But I think that, thank you, Nisimo. I'm trying. You know, sometimes you gotta mind your tongue, and some things you just, like that stove, you just can't touch it. You just can't touch it because you gotta watch what you invite in your circle. That the energy. You gotta watch it. So, but I ain't done with shits and giggle, baby. It's just everybody sitting with they hands folded and nice and quiet, and they done they done. Cause I still got fire in me, honey. Long as they quiet, tap quiet. And it's all freaking good. I don't see nothing. So that's a good thing. I don't be seeing it, so I don't read it, I don't hear it, and I'm good. I just keep it moving. That's it. So, but you say you taking a two. Where you going? Drop your cash app. We don't even know your cash app. Anybody in the need to, get some cash app and need some other assistance for some gas or something like that, it's okay. Put it in the chat room because we all can help each other out. Shannon, you're a little short on gas and you drop your cash app and everybody come up in here and send you, $3 to $5. That should get you $20 worth of gas. You say, but I'm gonna let it rip, girl, cause long, like I say, long as the dust has settled, I'm good. Lord, you kick some dust up and I don't like it, and if I see it, man, oh man, we gonna have Wild Out Wednesday. That's just it. It is what it is. It helps the channel too. We like laughter over here. Now, anything y'all want to share? Anything that if you guys are coming into your own making of a entrepreneur, your own channels, drop it in the chat. Just drop it in the chat or let the mods know, and the mods will go and pull your link or something, and I'm okay with that. I'm with each one, teach one, in one growth, we all grow. So I'm down and I'm for that because I'm still going to be pushing my merch. I like to eat, and I'm still gonna be here to help Mr. Rob Sylvester Kelly in whichever way that I possibly can. But you can do everything is possible. You just got to have it all in order, divine order, and it can happen. So my rebuttals be cracking you up, girl. They cracks me the hell up. Nalita, get your butt out of here. Y'all, I sure hate, let me tell you this. Ever since I've been watching, I don't have a TikTok account, right? I don't. But ever since I've been, if I'm at work, I get bored, I roll on them. Y'all tell me why I always got some darn a bisexual, sex-rated some girls. Come watch me. You want to be like, bitch, who is you? Who are you? All I do is watch videos like, who are you? So now I'm going to have to go on and probably block the whole TikTok thing. Like, ew, no. Did them people send you? Did them people send you? They just sent you to the wrong freaking, for sure. I gotta go, y'all. Bye. Crazy shit.